Good morning and happy Wednesday. It is Wellness Wednesday. On Wednesdays is when I share a little bit about what I have going on the past week, moving forward within the next week, just my personal journey. Um, it really is my video diary to help me to stay the course, have some accountability for myself. I share it with you all. If you follow along and been following along, I thank you. I appreciate it. If it helps you at all, oh, keep following. Let's do this together. Um, but so for the past couple of weeks or so, I'm working on a challenge, and it's going to be a discipline challenge. And I'm kind of starting right now. I started this week with implementing some things in my journey, so I can hopefully make them habit and have some more success in moving forward in my journey. It is definitely a lifestyle. Yes, there is more weight I would like to lose, but overall, I'm really going for health and strength. Um, and hoping that some weight loss is a byproduct of that lifestyle, honestly. But yeah, it is going to be a physical challenge. But prior to that, I am releasing some basic videos talking about the importance of nutrition, because you can't have a health, lifestyle, strength building, loss journey without proper and balanced nutrition. So I'm kind of doing that as a prerequisite to the physical challenge, which will be a 4 week weight and resistance training challenge. Just really just moving your body. I've done physical challenges before, and they help me to let me know that I can push myself harder, or that I can do something that I'm not sure if I could do. Um, and it just helps me to push my just to push myself and to motivate myself, because when I complete the challenge, it gives me a boost in my confidence and what I can do, and then it makes me want to do more. So I will be introducing that within the next couple of weeks. I still have a few more videos on nutrition that I want to put out there, and not just nutrition, but tools to help you in your journey. So I started, and I used to do this. I've said this all the time. I used to do this when I first got started. I journaling my meals, um, well, logging my meals, and I used to do some journaling. I have a whole journal following like a whole year of my journey, but I wanted to implement that back into my journey, because when you log your meals and when you do this, be absolutely honest about what you're eating, every little thing. You want to write it down, because it's going to help you track actual intake and calories. It'll help you notice some behaviors or habits that you may not be aware of. Like, I can be a grazer, I am a grazer, and I still have grazing tendencies. And that means that if I go into the kitchen, I'll just almost unknowingly just grab something out the cabinet or grab something out the fridge. It could be a handful of little cheese crackers. It could be a string cheese. It could be like anything, like a cookie. But if I'm doing that throughout the day, then I'm throwing my calorie intake off, and I'm most likely consuming more than I actually think I am. So I will say with logging, and I'm going to do a video on it, make sure you're being honest. Write down absolutely everything that you are consuming, as well as liquids too. So your water, juices, pops, whatever. Make sure you're writing it all down. So then when you go back and look at it and you're like, oh my God, definitely ate more than I thought. So it'll help you to recognize that, and it'll help you to keep better track of what you are intaking, as far as if you're trying to meet a calorie goal or not exceed your calorie intake. So I bought this journal, and it also comes with, so that's my food and then my workout journal. So for the past couple of days, I've been logging my meals and my workouts. And the same thing with logging your workouts. First off, it's like, okay, I have to look at this page and it cannot be be blank. There has to be some intention on what I'm trying to do here. So having to log the workouts, it's like, okay, let's get it done. In the challenge, I set a step goal of between 6,000 or more steps in a day. It really depends on your daily activity. I'm pretty much a homebody. I stay home. And so I set mine between 6,000 and 7,000. So I've been hitting just over 6,000 the past few days. And I have my pedometer here. I am already at over 2,200 just this morning. So I told myself, when I get up and after I get my mom situated, before I do anything else, I tried to get, it was 1,000 like the first day, but then it became 1,500. And then today was like, no, you're not sitting down, you're not doing anything until you do 2,000 steps. So I just, it's a way for me to discipline myself, to make sure I'm doing, to find a way to do it, being that I don't get out much. So I have to find my own way to get in these steps to meet this challenge. And how I do that is I just put on music and I just march in place. I walk around my apartment. I, dance around, just whatever I can do to remind myself to move. Sometimes I'll set a timer for like 2 minutes and just march in place. Or I'll play like a couple of songs and just dance through those songs, move through those songs, march through those songs, just to add steps um, to my daily count. So it's helping me to have more activity and movement, and essentially burning more calories throughout the day. So I know once the weather gets more consistently nicer, I know that y'all know I'm gonna be on that pavement. So reaching that goal is just a no-brainer. But doing it the way that I'm doing it now, I like, because again, it's about discipline. It's about showing myself that even, you're in the house all week, and I live in an apartment, so it's not like I live in a house where I can walk upstairs and downstairs and go all, I'm just in this small space. So whether I walk down my hallway 10 times or just stand at the foot of my bed and just dance my way through a couple of songs, I'm moving. So I'm challenging myself, and the more I do it, it'll become easier. It'll become my lifestyle, become part of my lifestyle. But anyways, so that is what I am doing, and starting now prior to my challenge. So I kind of have it down. So if you're thinking about you're wanting to join this physical challenge, I'm not exactly which week I'm know which week I'm going to start it, but if you want to start now with teaching yourself to log your meals, and not even breaking them all down right away, but just write down what you're eating. And then later on, if you want to go deeper into tracking as far as your macros, how much protein, carbs, fats, fiber, if you want to do something, you can go in deeper to that. But for just right now, to get started, just start writing down everything you're eating, and even a step further, your physical activity. I mean, if you climbed a couple flights of stairs or you went for a half hour walk on your lunch, just write it down so you have a visual of where you are, and you can kind of come up with a plan to how you want to level that up, because you need a plan when you're starting a journey. Another thing that I know I personally need, and I tend to neglect and not go as hard as I can or as dedicated as I can, and that is my spiritual walk. I talk to God. I pray to God every day. That's part of who I am. That's what I believe in. Um, and I try to be positive and motivational and whatnot. But sometimes I struggle. Things happen and it discourages me, and I struggle, and I tend to let my emotions take over. That has always been a thing. So when I started my journey tackling that and reeling my emotions in and subjecting them to, to God, to the word of God, really helped me to have better focus and to clear my path to let other things in, let the negativity go and let good things in. So I was picking up my mom's prescription yesterday, and this just stuck out: 100 days of strength for women. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do 100 days of me, where I'm just going to pour into myself every single day, with the word and positivity. And I know to do this, but give myself 100 days. I'm going to do 100 days, which is perfect because it ends up like 3 days after my next birthday. So, and I have some small goals that I'm trying to reach by then. So this is like the perfect time, for me to take this on. So I am doing that. So again, it's a lifestyle, and your life includes not just your physical self, but it's your mental self, your spiritual self. So we have to nurture and take care and feed all of those areas. So I'm trying to be, just really, really intentional, more intentional, I'll say, in this walk of life and from all aspects. I did something simple just by buying a new water bottle that I thought was, cool and a little sophisticated, with its little bamboo top and its glass, just to, you know, drink out of it and drink more water. So I've been doing that. I also, y'all know Yesker University is about education as well. So I signed up for a couple of new certifications because I wasn't sure if I was going to keep my personal training certification and actually use it, anymore. Like I said, I've been feeling really discouraged, but I did that in the first place for myself, for information to help me to keep going and elevating my walk. And it is something that I truly do desire to use to help others. Um, Unfortunately, I had to close my actual gym for right now. But the information is there. Um, and I said, you know what, I am going to keep it. And because of the stage of life that I'm in right now, being, perimenopausal, I have had a hysterectomy, but I'm still have my ovaries. So I'm still going through that stage of life. And I have tons of questions, um, about just the stages and ages that women go through. And I talk to a lot of women who are exactly where I am, and we all have questions. And, some of us, a lot of us don't understand. We don't get it. Um, so I wanted to educate myself on what I'm going through now and to be able to share that as well. And I'm also doing a certification in flexibility and stretching. I have learned that it is very, very important to, stretch our muscles and joints and flexibility for movement. I've been dealing with some stiffness in my joints, and it just doesn't feel good. So I want to know the importance of that, and possibly being able to teach it. So yeah, I have, some building. I'm and I'm adding to myself right now. I'm challenging myself. I'm adding to myself right now. That is how I am moving forward. So again, you are welcome to join me. Again, I do have a physical challenge coming up. But right now, if you want to start with this, and you want to start with this, and you want to start with this, let's do it. I do have a video about metabolism that is up now on my, YouTube page. This is going on my YouTube page. Everything is going to start going to my YouTube page. But I did share it. There's a part 1 and 2 talking about metabolism, and I just uploaded last night a video talking about macronutrients, so proteins, fats, carbs, and some other things. So I will be sharing that today as well. And then I'm already working on the next thing. So I'm trying to get these out so I can start prepping for the physical part of it. But I'm 15 minutes in. Did not plan on this being this long. Um, Today is the day 3 workout, which I haven't decided because I'm also using this time to map out what the physical challenge is going to look like. I am back to 5 days a week, so uh, first day upper, second day lower. The third day I haven't decided if it's going to be a rest day, a stretching day. Most likely that's what it's going to be, and then upper lower again. So plus cardio and getting in your 6,000 or more steps. So that kind of breaks it down a little bit, but not all the details yet. But again, let's start with nutrition. Um, let's start with our minds. Let's start with what we're putting in our bodies, and yeah. So that is Wellness Wednesday. Okay, the scale sucks. It just does. Right now, that's my mood about the scale right now. I am up. I don't know if I'm up because I'm bloated. I don't know up because I actually gain weight. I just don't know. Because I literally go from this number to this number in like a 24-hour period. And it is so frustrating. And it's not like 2 pounds or 3 pounds, it's like 5 or more pounds every single time. And then it takes forever for me to lose it, and it's frustrating. So I don't know if I need to look into why I'm having bloating issues, if it's something I'm intaking, is it just hormones or what? That's why I'm taking these sort of new certifications, because it's I need to know. But that's where I am, y'all. Y'all have a good day. I am actually going to knock out a couple of chapters um, in my class now. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Y'all have a good one. Yes Girl University. Say yes to you always.